What is up, guys? It's your boy Torius. Back again with another video. Today I'm gonna be talking about the black sheep, right? What does it mean to be the black sheep of your family? And what to do about it. So, like the video, comment below what you think. Subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. Now I feel like throwing up. But yeah. So the black sheep, right? When our parents have kids, right? When our parents decide, you know what, let's have a baby. Or maybe they didn't decide. What your parents did was they decided to put whatever was inside of them outside into the world, right? Like a woman has an egg, a man has a sperm. Those are all things that are inside of their bodies, right? They're all inside of their bodies. All these things are inside of their bodies, right? So what happens is they join together and they put whatever's inside the man, whatever's inside the woman, and they create you, right? They created me. And that's what my mom did, that's what my dad did. But what happens when they put themselves together? Whatever's inside of them, like any traumas, anything that they haven't processed, it always comes out, right? And we're able to see our parents in a different way, right? We're able to see our parents in a specific light. We're able to see our parents in a specific way. So what happens is we see all the faults in our parents that they can't see in themselves, or the things that they actually deny, right? And a lot of times, in a lot of cases, I feel like the black sheep of the family is the person who, you know, is the one that has all the darkness in them, right? Because we are a part of our parents. We come from our parents, so we are a part of them. So whatever darkness is in your dad, whatever darkness is in your mom, they manifest that in a person, and then that person, their purpose is to come to this planet and show their parents, look, this is where you're fucking up, right? Like I used to see myself as like, I'd be like, oh, what's wrong with me, right? I used to think I was weird. I used to think I was like a certain way. But I feel like our darkness is like my darkness, right? My darkness came from my mom. My darkness came from my dad. And I started seeing that I would be like shunned because I was the one that had manifested all of that darkness. Like the rest, like I have a brother and a sister, right? And I feel like they weren't really manifested that darkness. Like they were the ones that were able to be born without that darkness. Like they're on their own path in life. Like they're doing their own thing, you feel me? Or who knows? Who the fuck knows, right? Who the hell knows what kind of manifestation of what's in my mom and my dad manifested in my brother and my sister. But, you know, we are here to show, like as the black sheep, we are here to show you, our parents, what it is that's inside of them, right? Because we can see, like for me, I can clearly see the things. Like I listen to my mom speak. I've listened to my mom like talk about her childhood and shit and things that happened to her. And then it's so funny because she's in like, I don't mean to put all my family business and shit, but I see her darkness, and I struggle with the same thing. It's like I have the same personality. I feel like everything that she's struggling with, I'm struggling with as well, right? I'm struggling with the same things. So what happens is, since I'm struggling with those things, she sees that, so she doesn't really like, she doesn't like it, you know, because she doesn't want to struggle with those things. So when she sees me as her struggling with that, right? We're reflections. Our children are reflections of ourselves. Like when you have a kid, you're deciding, okay, I'm putting this in the world, right? So if you have a kid or whatever, you have a kid, just understand that, like, yeah, they're cute in the moment, but trust, when they grow up, they're gonna be showing you the shit that you don't want to see. Like I feel like we're always smarter than our parents, right? Like I feel like my mom is smarter than her grandparent, than her parents, than my grandparents, right? I feel like she's stronger than them. Not stronger, but like smarter. Like she knows more things. Like she's able to understand things that they don't. Because as time goes on, the world changes and we have to adapt, right? Like we have to adapt to the world, going, changing, and all this stuff. And you know, like the older you are, the harder it is to adapt. Hello. That's a nice sleeve.
Thank you.
Where'd you get it from?
Different places. Sunset Harbor, like in Kendall's where I got this one.
Oh, nice. Are you trying to do any more?
I gotta finish this back here.
You have an artist already?
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm actually an artist.
Who is?
I'm actually an artist.
You are?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Nick.
Nick what? Are you on Instagram?
Yeah. You can take my Instagram.
What is it? Nick what?
It's actually the art of healing.
Art of what? Healing?
Yeah. I can put it in for your phone. Here, like put this away. How long did that sleep take?
I mean, I did it in sections, so.
You have a boat?
A what?
You have a boat?
I don't, but I love boating. What is it? Heart of Healing?
I can type it. I have all my work there and everything.
Okay.
But yeah, what were you saying about your boat?
That I love boating. I don't know.
My bad. I just thought about it. I was like, wait, should have a boat. Yeah, so you have like the nautical thing. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually love doing like I do a lot of sleeves that like I design a lot of sleeves for like aquatic stuff.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
My bad. It's kind of hard to see it, but yeah. Just send me whatever you're trying. Just send me how you're trying to get it, or anything new that you want to do, and we'll go do it.
Okay.
What's your name?
Lourdes.
Lourdes. I'm Nick.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Nick.
Nice
I
to
just
meet us.
followed you, so.
Yeah, I'll follow you back right now.
All right.
All right. Enjoy your workout. So what I was saying is that we are the manifestations, right? Like anything that you have, your kid is gonna show to you, you know? Your kid is gonna show you. Your kid is gonna show you all the things that you don't want to see. So you gotta be prepared for that. Because I know my mom wasn't, right? It's like all the things in my life that I was, all the things in my life that I held back, right? I repressed all these feelings and all of these things in me. I repressed all of these things in me, right? And like, I just push them down deep into my body. And it's funny because, you know, now I'm older. Now I listen to I read a lot of books on psychology. I read a lot of books about spirituality and about like trauma, childhood trauma. I've read so many books on things like that, right? And I watch a lot of videos. Like I basically study. I'm basically a psychologist, bro. Like I'm a psychologist without the degree, you know? So I can see like a lot of times, like if someone's fat, right? I can see, okay, they're fat not because they like to eat. They're fat because they got molested as a kid and they don't want that attention. They don't want that attention to, oh, look at me, I'm beautiful. Come rape me. You feel me? Like they don't want that. So they eat to become fat and unattractive on purpose. You feel me? That's why they say don't body shame fat people. Because they do that on purpose. Because they don't want to be, seen as attractive because they were raped. not always raped, right? But a lot of times they just don't want to be seen as beautiful because of that. But what was I saying? But yeah, we basically show our parents what they don't want to see. That's why they shun us. That's why a lot of times the black sheep, we're seen as like we're into like real like metal, demonic shit, like scary movies. Like we're into all that stuff a lot of times because our parents don't want it, and we always want our parents' affection or a friend. Like we need it, right? Like we're always chasing it. We're always chasing our parents' validation because like my brother, he never chases my mom's validation because she just gives him off the rip. My mom is never validates me. She never is like, oh yeah, this and that. Da, da, da. Like I be doing so much shit, she don't give a fuck. Like she can care less. And you know, it's like I'm always chasing my mom's validation, basically, right? That's why I do a lot of stuff. And it's funny because I started smoking weed, right? Which all black sheep do, because the weed appeals to us, right? Like my brother told me, like, oh, I smoke weed and I didn't care for it. But then for me, it's like weed is this incredibly amazing thing. It's like, oh my God, this is like God, right? And other drugs and shit, it's because we're shunned, and it's like we have this void of emptiness, right? The black sheep is black because it's like space, right? Like it's nothingness. Like white is something, white, right? Like it's funny because we say like, oh, because in science, white is the combination of all colors, and black is having no color at all. And it's funny because it's on Earth, it's the opposite. On Earth, if you just mix all the crayons together, it's gonna make one black color. But if you have nothing, then it's a white piece of paper, right? But in reality, it's different because, you know, like black is nothingness. There's literally no color. There's nothing there. It's the same thing with us, the black sheep. We are nothing, right? We're seen as nothingness. The white sheeps in our family are our siblings that are the good angels. They're white because they have all of their void is not there. Their void is like, they're tightly knit, right? And we basically attract other black sheep, basically. We attract other people that don't see that hatred inside of them, basically. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about in the video. If you're a black sheep, comment, tell me your experience about being a black sheep so we can all, you know, stick together. I feel like we should have like a whole society of all black sheep. I feel like that's what the democratic society is. The Democrats is all the black sheeps that was treated bad in society. I'm just kidding. That's like all the anarchists. Anarchy is our black sheep. But I don't think so. I'm not an anarchist. I love the government. But yeah, with that being said, like the video, comment below what you think, subscribe if you're new. If you have any questions, just DM me on Instagram at Torius. And subscribe to the Patreon, and I'll answer a question that you have in the video. That being said, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.